Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another 2024 X7 xDrive40i. This has got the M Sport package, and you can tell that because it's wearing Brooklyn Gray. So G07 chassis, so model year 25 has already begun production. The only significant change is the highway assistant now adds the lane change by looking at the mirrors. Navigation must be active in order for that to occur. So one day, hopefully get on the road and show you guys how that works. Let's take a look at the life cycle Impulse, and now in its second year of production, third year coming up in model year 25. Split headlight design. And the daytime running lights are up here, which look similar to what is on the iX and also on the 7 Series. There's your headlight down below, sort of in that shadow area. Then we got our gigantic grille with the parking assistance package there. And down below, that sensor is there no matter what, but this one does have the driving assistance professional package, which includes the highway assistant for model year 24. There's that 3/4 look. I think it's still a very good looking car. Front end, I personally could do without the split headlights. I think the pre-LCI looked really, really good. Alright, so moving over to the side, we have style 913M wheels. These are the 22-inch wheels. And we've got the air suspension in its lowest setting for easy ingress and egress. Unfortunately, you can't drive like this, but I think it looks pretty good lowered like this. We also have the blue M Sport calipers. You can also have them in black. Unfortunately, I guess red would be a little bit too sporty for the X7. That hockey stick also in high gloss black. You can see the roof rails also in high gloss black with the M Sport package. Make our way out back. And there's that 3/4 view. I think some of the criticisms has been we haven't had Brooklyn Gray out in the sun, and this is just about as good as you get. So partly cloudy today in downtown Mountain View. And then X7 xDrive40i badging in chrome. Then you got dual exhaust with a faux diffuser. And lots of different colors going here, including Brooklyn Gray, high gloss black, and then maybe it's like a frozen grayish or that sort of realm of gray. And a light bar going across. And it's blacked out rather than chrome. I guess it's technically not a light bar. But if it were, Doug DeMere would be ecstatic about the light bar going across the back of the X7. There's that 3/4 view again. And so I'll make our way inside, go over pricing and options on this store inventory X7. Now, we can modify some of these above the target. So target for SUVs, I think, is 70% of your builds for store inventory have to be at or below a certain MSRP threshold. For the most part, X7s, you can add metallic paint, you can go Sensafin, and then Driving Assistance Pro, Parking Assistance package, and Premium package. That will be about the extent of the 70% rule, if you want to think of it like that. But the other 30% of the cars or vehicles can be spec'd with other things that bring it above that MSRP threshold. M Sport will be one of those cases where it would go well above. Alright, so opening up, we have one of the few colors I think go with Brooklyn Gray, this being black Sensafin. I think Mocha might be okay against us. Silverstone, I think, also might be okay. But not a lot of choices. I think ideally you want to go with a red. But here's your multi-contour seats, part of that climate comfort package. So the other thing I should mention that you can add to it without being over that threshold. But nice quilting and perforations on the Sensafin. We've got adjustments here for the side bolster and lumbar support. Powered crumb catcher with this button right here, and then upper backrest can change positions there. And then we got M badging on the door sill. Alright, so in front of me, standard M Sport steering wheel. M badging, and no heated steering wheel button because that's in the iDrive now. No M stitching on the 40i. On the left-hand side of the steering wheel, buttons for your assisted driving and active cruise control. Some adjustments can be made within iDrive. Then you got your paddle shifters in front of me, iDrive 8.5 live cockpit. Then we got heads-up display. The rest of the very large curved display in iDrive 8.5. So your quick select stuff over here, which still you can't customize. It's what the Germans have told you you must use. And behind that is the ever-present map, which of course you can change what's behind by swiping this way. More options are available when you have your ID logged in. The trim here is the brown poplar wood trim, which blends into that Senza fin. Or I guess technically up there is probably Senza Tech. So more brown poplar wood down here. And you got your drive selector nub, iDrive controller, and adjustments for the air suspension. Alright, so starting price, the 2024 X7 xDrive40i, $81,900. Paint and Senza fin are included. Driving assistance package for another $2,100. N Sport for another $2,900. And there's 22-inch wheels and another $1,300 to the package. N Sport Professional package for another $1,350. Parking assistance package for $900. Premium package for $1,850. Climate comfort package for $1,600. And all these other things are included. The first aid kit, all told MSRP of this particular example, just a little bit under $95,000. Alright, so moving to the back here again, there's no comfort access on the back doors anymore, which I think is a weird mistake that was made going back to the, I guess, mid-2000s or so, where it didn't exist, unless you went with a more expensive car. But we got our bench seats here, and then your third row back there. Won't hop in the third row this time. But here's the view from the back seat with our moonroof shade open, and with the executive package you'll get the executive sky lounge. Is it worth it? Not sure. That's going to be up to you. But for store inventory cars, you're not going to see exec packages on builds. So you also have 2 more climate control zones in the back with that climate comfort package. You also have a 5th zone in the back for the 3rd row passengers. You got USB-C charging ports way at the bottom there. And with the travel and comfort system, you do have another USB-C charging port in the back of each of the front seats. Knee room and legroom really, really good. And then headroom, not really an issue in the X7. Alright, so make our way to the back here. We can use our kick to open. Then limited cargo space with that 3rd row up. But you have controls in the back over here to select which seats you want to fold up or fold down. Or you can go max passenger or max luggage. Max luggage, of course, fold down 2nd and 3rd rows for even more cargo area, which is something you won't get if you opt for the captain's chairs, which I don't think a lot of people actually do. Alright, so make our way to the front and pop the hood here as you take in more of the Brooklyn Gray, which of course is on, I think, almost everything except for the X1. I presume it will come to the new 2 Series Grand Coupe. So underneath the hood here is the B58 inline-6 3-liter turbo engine. And this, guys, it's 381 horsepower and 398 torques. It's also a mild hybrid setup. You can also see with the X vehicles, the engine is pushed lower towards the ground for better balance and handling. But that's it for a quick tour around another X7, and we'll see you at the next video.